it's not an accident that the things that were most exciting to me, which was assembling teams and making things get put together and finding the right elements, are the things that led me to be a producer. The producer is the boss on the set. The actor at a given moment may think they're the boss. The DP always thinks he's the boss because he says, you know, roll and cut, and it was good for me or it wasn't. But the producer really is the boss. And even directors, and if it's a huge name director, and you just go do your research quick on IMDb and see the directors who are amazing have amazing producers behind them. You know, Ron Howard's incredible talent, but where would he be without Brian Grazer? You know, Spielberg, where would Spielberg be without Frank Marshall and Kathy Kennedy? You start looking at people who are amazing. It's because they have those producers, because in the moment of creative gymnastics, having a cool head that says, here's the reality of what we can and can't accomplish is really useful. And so the producer is kind of where the buck stops. The producer is who gets the nasty emails from the financiers and the studios and the bond company and the municipalities where your elephant just, you know, crapped on a favorite statue or whatever. I mean, you're the one who fields those nasty criticisms from the world. You're also the person who I think stands to gain a lot. The producers almost always own a share of the projects they're working on. And therefore, if your project is successful, there's a financial motivation in it for you as well. And they share that. I worked on a show with Frank Marshall and Kathy Kennedy, and even though I didn't have to be shared with, Frank said, look, I'm not going to be around much. I'm going to give creative guidance and support to this show, but you're the one who's going to make it happen. So I'm sharing X of my points with you. And I still get residual checks from that show. Now, in the beginning, they were nice. Now they're like, could they afford to cut this check or send it? You know, one of those costs was more than the other. But in the early days, there were some nice checks. And so it's that financial control and creative control that makes the producing job wonderful.